There are very few athletes in this world with an ego as big as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Of the few that exist, there probably isn't anyone whose arrogance is so widely adored like Zlatan. This is largely due to his memorable one-liners. It doesn't matter what the situation is, Zlatan always has a one-liner that will grab the attention of everyone in the room. In this video, we're going to look at the admirable arrogance of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Let's dive right in. But before we do that, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Before we can understand Zlatan, we need to know where his brazen confidence comes from. To do that, we have to go back to the city of Malmö, where Zlatan grew up. As a young boy in a broken family with 4 siblings and a father who wasn't around, Zlatan's life was anything but pleasant. He grew up on the bad side of town, where he had to struggle as an immigrant kid to make ends meet. Through all of this, Zlatan always knew he was a great footballer and was ready to show the world what he was made of. So where does his arrogance come from? Well, as an immigrant on the bad side of town, Zlatan wasn't accepted by the people around him. He was marginalized because he was different, and because of that, he didn't just have to gain people's respect, he had to command it. It was his way of defending and insulating himself from the bad situation around him. He said this in an interview: "From the area where I came from, you needed to be tough. I mean, it was a rough neighborhood. I like it. For me, it's paradise. People call it ghetto. I call it paradise, because I feel home. I feel I can be myself even if I'm doing that now also, but in that area, it was like you don't ask for respect, you take your respect. That is the attitude. You don't ask for a, let's say, signature when I go back there now. They don't ask for pictures, they take the picture. So that was the style. That was the attitude. And you needed to show that you could stand up for yourself and be there, dominant. So that came from there. Then the football was just a thing I like to do." Zlatan is not arrogant just because he feels better than everyone else. He is arrogant because he needs to be. Without his level of confidence, he would have coiled up easily as a young boy and the world would have missed out on many amazing football moments. His arrogant attitude made him a target for the media. They tore him apart whenever they got the chance, but that didn't move Zlatan at all. He knew what came with the life he chose, and he was willing to stomach it all. He said in an interview, "They can't write shit about me. I don't care, it makes me stronger." While the media tore him apart, he became an icon in the eyes of many fans around the world because of his famous quotes and snappy one-liners. Here are some of his most famous quotes. One time he said, "I can't help but laugh at how perfect I am." When he was asked what gift he would get for his wife for her birthday, he said, "Nothing. She already has Zlatan." Zlatan was supposed to move to Arsenal when he was younger. The deal was ready to go, but things went south when Arsene Wenger requested a trial to see whether Zlatan was good enough. Zlatan's response? "Zlatan doesn't do auditions." That was it. The transfer broke down immediately. In an interview, the journalist asked him to name the best strikers in the Premier League. He named Romelu Lukaku and Sergio Aguero as good strikers. The interview asked Zlatan why he didn't name himself, to which he responded, "Lions. They don't compare themselves to human beings." He also said lions don't recover like human beings in a post-match interview when he was asked about his impressive recovery from a serious injury. "First I went left, he did too. Then I went right, and he did too. Then I went left again, and he went to buy a hot dog." These were his words about how he skinned the Liverpool defender Stefan Hinchaz. Zlatan is one of those players that doesn't seem to age. In his first press conference after signing for LA Galaxy, here's what he had to say about his age. "I feel young. I said once before I feel like Benjamin Button. I was born old, now I will die young. Don't worry about my age. When I came to England, they all said I was old and I came in a wheelchair. After 3 months, I conquered England and they said I was flying." When his deal with LA Galaxy came to an end, Zlatan sent this tweet: "I came, I saw, I conquered. Thank you at LA Galaxy for making me feel alive again." To the Galaxy fans, you wanted Zlatan, I gave you Zlatan. You're welcome. The story continues. Now go back to watch baseball. Only Zlatan can disrespect one of America's most beloved games and get away with it. When he was about to leave PSG, he was asked about his future in the French league, and Zlatan said, "I don't believe they can change the Eiffel Tower for my statue, even the people behind the club. But if they can, I'll stay here. I promise you." That's the most Zlatan thing to say. The one thing that makes Zlatan's arrogance so admirable is that Zlatan delivers every time. He's not just confident for no reason. His huge ego is accounted for. He's scored over 500 goals in his career and won over 30 trophies. One of the best examples of Zlatan proving himself is his debut game at LA Galaxy. He came on as a substitute and scored a screamer from close to the center line to equalize the score against LAFC. He then scored the winning goal in the dying minutes of the game to seal one of the most memorable comebacks in the history of the MLS. What did Zlatan say about the game? They asked for Zlatan, I gave them Zlatan. You may like him or hate him, but you can't deny the fact that he gets the job done. There you go, guys. This has been a fun look into the arrogance of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Is there another player you want us to cover? Put it in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, hit the notification bell so you see our videos whenever we post them. Have a nice day.